excited to be right here, bringing to you one of the most premium entertainment you can get anywhere on the internet today. So, my name is Melanie Ishola, and I just want to say a big thank you to Margaret Osazua here, who's been holding it down for the past almost a month. Margaret, that was long. Let's just say I enjoyed my holidays, and now that I'm back, let's kick the show started. Now, joining the lounge today are two amazing individuals. Well, Margaret needs no introduction, but let me introduce you quickly to Joshua Adebayo. Good afternoon, Joshua.
Good afternoon.
Yes.
Melanie.
And officially, good afternoon, Margaret. Welcome to the lounge.
Hi.
Hello. Well, just so you don't get confused about what Margaret is putting up as a seeming attitude on the program today, it's about to get real. It's about to get really hot. Now, what could happen that would make you say to your spouse to bring over his bestie into your matrimonial home? Well, I put it in that sort of question to understand how women and men think and how, as they say, complications occur in relationships. Today, we're looking at a question. Would you accommodate your spouse's bestie of the opposite gender in your matrimonial home? Yeah, I said what I said. So, this is the glaring situation of a girlfriend who's in the kitchen to prepare a meal. And this was a video that trended a few weeks back. And as she entered the kitchen to prepare the meal, their husbands, or the boyfriends in this case, because we're not told that they were married, the boyfriend's bestie, who's also a lady, and if I may say, a very gifted and endowed lady, entered the kitchen, dressed all sexy. The bum short was really short, and the top was fitted right. And so when she entered, she said she wanted to fix herself a quick drink. And as she started to do that, she picked a cup. And the girlfriend objected and said, no, you can't use that cup. And so began the conversation that became heated and led to bigger drama. What was the drama? The bestie said, no, I can use the cup, it's just a cup. And then the girlfriend said, no, it cannot work. It cannot work because, you see, even this cup, me too, I cannot use it. Why can I not use it? I bought it specially for my man. And you know how women sometimes can be this territorial to say, yes, this thing, we're just going to honor this person. And in some houses, I've even seen women say, this is daddy's chair. Although I do not know if I agree to that. But indeed, these things happen. And so they started to converse. Eventually, the boyfriend came over to the kitchen. And the girlfriend said, say to your bestie, tell your friend that she cannot use this cup. And then the boyfriend just seemingly had a sort of neutral position, almost seemingly begging Margaret that the girlfriend would permit the bestie to use the cup. And then she says, you have no idea what's happening here, because she, the bestie, would not use the cup. And so the bestie flared up and said, I am going to use this cup. Tell her. That's the bestie referring to the boyfriend, saying, tell your girlfriend that I'm going to use this cup. And eventually, she says, if I wasn't going to use this cup, we're just going to switch this over. In Yoruba, they would say, Timi bani je I'm having shower done. Then she flung the cup and it broke. And that was the moment when the girlfriend, one knot, just removed, sharp. As the knot removed, she landed a slap. Upon landing the slap, and I think that was even the moment the boyfriend now understood what was going on. No, this was no small drama, trust me. This literally could be a whole movie. And so when the girlfriend hit the bestie, the boyfriend then took, I believe, a position he should have taken from the beginning by saying, no, you have no right to break this cup, right? And for the first time supporting the girlfriend, you should have broken the cup, bestie. This is not a right of yours, and you have no right to do this. And then the bestie goes, what do you mean? You mean you are taking side with your girlfriend against me? And I think at that point, I'm like, Auntie, what do you mean? Which side should he have taken? What are you even doing there in the first place? Well, at the end of the matter, the boyfriend now said, the bestie then said, this should have been you and I. Literally saying, I should have been in your girlfriend's position in your life. Then the boyfriend said, you got to hold it there. Because it was when I didn't have money that you couldn't date me. So don't let's jump defense. Let's just say where all of us are. I'm the boyfriend to this girlfriend, and you're the bestie to this. This is complicated, guys. I really just don't understand it. But how do we complicate our lives like this? And this is why we are asking very quickly, would you accommodate your spouse's bestie of the opposite gender in your matrimonial home? It reached to do I think my first understanding of this thing would be, what is the situation or condition that you are? That you are living in my boyfriend's house or in my boyfriend's house with me. Okay, that's our topic today, gentleman and lady. Margaret, there's so much to say. We've had too many buzzwords off cameras over this particular topic. And right now I'm just like, no, this laughter, you need to give it some words. Stop laughing.
It's funny.
But you need to stop laughing.
I'm just trying to understand. I'm just trying to imagine how the boyfriend like had a conversation with the girlfriend. I'm bringing my female bestie, and the girlfriend is like, okay. I'm sure it was maybe just for a day. Me, I'm putting myself in the scenario.
In that scenario, I don't think it was for a day.
It was for a day. I think
it was for a while.
And the girlfriend agreed. But what I think, and I saw, according to that video that according to everything that you just said now, is the fact that the bestie does not respect the girlfriend. You see that office, because it's an office. Yes, that office that she mans. The bestie does not respect it.
Territory. She's
because
territory.
the effrontery, oh God.
No, calm down.
The audacity of the, what's that name again? Bestie. To say that I will use this cup and there is nothing that you will do about it. And then she's now telling the boyfriend that, they follow you and your girlfriend. Who are you? I'm sorry, your best friend. Stay on your lane. Are you playing?
Is this play? What
are you joking?
Is this?
I don't understand. The cup that I bought.
When did we start playing too much? Because
that I bought for my man.
Now, Joshua is a man in the house, Margaret.
He's funny.
Have you experienced, maybe when you were still dating, apparently you're a married man. Do you have these special privileges in your home where, your wife, your darling wife just says, oh no, this is for my darling Joshua, darling dear Joshua, right? And how do you take these gestures, really? What does it mean?
Well, I don't think I have such experience, but I know someone who does that even till now. So that's my in-law. But when my mother-in-law told my wife that I was there when she was telling Asha that you have to, to respect your husband, do this, do that, and as for me, I have a plate, a dedicated plate for your father. Telling my wife that for your father, and a golden spoon that he uses to eat. Blah, blah, blah. I just told her straight away, hello ma, I don't like it. She was talking to her own daughter. I was the one that responded. Hello,
Mommy, am I worried?
I don't like it. I don't like it. I like it when we use things together in the house.
Right. Now, that is you, Joshua. In this case, I'm assuming the boyfriend liked it.
No, in my parents' house, we still have like a separate plate for my mom and my dad, so I can understand that. Do you understand? I'm just looking at it from the fact that the girlfriend maybe looked around the house and she just felt, so this cup is not befitting for my man.
Yes,
Ladies are like that.
Yes. No.
Do you understand? And then she buys it and says it's for him. Because even she said, I like the fact that she told the bestie that even that is even his babe, I don't use it. It's a sort of respect and honor for the man. Do you understand? So I think she should have respected that and not stand on the ground that she's a bestie.
So let's now understand this. Okay. Why do you think, because this was a clear case of somebody not understanding her place in the situation, right? So why do you think it was difficult for her to respect the girlfriend?
And maybe because the boyfriend did not have that conversation with her.
Okay.
What do you think?
Oh. The bestie admission.
Okay.
The first question is, what was the bestie? That bestie, what was she doing in that house?
Let me play devil's advocate. She had somewhere to go it was probably too late. I'm playing devil's advocate.
Okay.
It was probably too late, and his house was like the closest house.
Okay.
So she needed a place to crash, and she was like, my bestie is here, help me out.
So after you have crashed in the morning, why didn't you carry your bag and crash out?
She wants to drink hot tea.
Okay, before she goes.
Before she go on her way.
Okay.
Hot tea, down.
Okay. So as that hot tea has now created this scenario, I need us to look at it critically, Margaret. And you may not. I mean, the way I saw it, to be honest, I saw a lot of hypocrisy in that video. One of the things I saw was there is more going on between that bestie and that boyfriend. And while it looked like the boyfriend was saying, don't even go to the space of, Shebi, this should have been you, when the bestie later came and said, this should have been me. And I said, I wasn't good enough. See, people form what is the basis of bestieship? There are lots of besties in the world today. So let us define bestieship. There are a lot of conditions that make people bestie zone people. E.g., this guy now, nowhere where I feel put in matter. In Wala too much. Whether a person will don't even enter my family rich, but I know if he data. But Sha, make it no go. In good to me in this area.
So may just keep on
saying we will be friends. So I go tell him, I go scope him, I go arrange him, make me know say him be my very good friend. I think when tell him, say, you know, you're like a brother to me. Zone. You're like a brother to me. So you become a bestie. You have a shoulder ready for me to talk to. You have, you know, you're just so caring. You're oh, that's my bestie. I can't do anything without my bestie. Now there's another bestie. There is the bestie of clearly you and I cannot date, but there is something we are doing for each other that no other person can do for each other, both of us, that will be that thing. And then we say, we're besties. No, things are happening. And behind the scene and behind definition of terms, we should dig deeper, because what I saw in that video is a complicated matter. Because what was difficult in your best friend's girlfriend saying to you, you can't use this cup because I especially bought it for your friend, I would think that if you truly liked your friend and honor your friend, you respect the girlfriend and respect that, oh, you mean this is for Larry? Oh, sure. Just get me another cup. That's it.
Yeah.
Simple. So why did this situation become this complicated?
Very simple.
Yeah. Okay, so I think that it became that complicated. Because when the girlfriend, first of all, was having a conversation with the bestie and she wasn't listening, the guy coming in did not even address it properly. I mean, if your girlfriend is telling your bestie not to do something in the house, that she's the lady of the house, as far as I'm concerned, you should respect your lady's decision. If you have anything to say about the reasons why you didn't like how she was talking to her, you can have that conversation with her in a different place, not in the same space. Now, you're telling your bestie in front of your girlfriend that, hey, Kukuma, just allow her use the cup now. You're indirectly telling your girlfriend that, forget, this one that you're saying does not hold water. And you're giving the bestie a longer rope. We are dealing with it. We want the rope to be cut. You are making it longer. How can you tell your girlfriend is telling your bestie that, I don't want you to use the cup. You're coming in. You're adding fire to the fuel. You are saying, let her use it now. Okay. No, what's that? The boyfriend has never told us what he's doing. To him and that best friend, they have to go to court.
To go and do what?
To go and confess.
And defend themselves.
It's not
bestie. Because that bestie,
it's not bestie.
Now, if I say that this story we just talked about, I mean, that just narrated now, is deeper than what we are thinking. Now, let me come out this way. Through any means or whatever reason that the girl used to enter that house wasn't the major reason why she was in the house.
Wait, but whatever mean and Yoruba, my mom will say,
whatever style, reason she used to enter that house wasn't the major reason why she was in the house. She was in the house majorly because she wanted to claim a place, claim a seat that doesn't belong to her. Number one. Number two, she was like, Ogbeni, that place, I supposed to be in this place, but somebody else is there now. But now I need to push her a little. If she will frigid to do to them, I will override her. That was her plan. Let me tell you. So because women, you know now, I know be you. No, so no, I don't mean you behave in that way. I mean women.
No, you can even admit it. It's okay. It's fine. Let's have the conversation.
So I don't mean you behave in that way. So leave that. So now let's now go into the real story that you shared now. the bestie supposed to, respect that house because the house does not belong to her in the first place.
Good.
Number one. Number two is this. The man or the boyfriend or whatever he calls himself does not respect the girlfriend in the second place. So for him to have said that, if it's just a cop, let her use it now. He has, he has disrespected the lady like 75% in the video. So now, what would have been the way out from that story? Had it been that, no, you cannot use the cup.
Meaning that the boyfriend could have prevented the cup from
breaking.
Yes, from breaking. No, you cannot use the cup.
Even
My
if the
babe,
boyfriend if
it were me, I like my wife so much because, hello ma, this cup was bought for me.
Excuse me.
She bought it for her husband. Exactly. Or for, no, so not for anyone else. She doesn't even use it, so why would you use it?
Margaret, if you were the girlfriend, at what point would you have lost it? I think if you're asking me, that girl, you show me patience.
It was at the point where the boy, it was at
back and forth.
See,
when the boy said it's just a cup, let him use it.
I'm sure she first came into the kitchen and she was like, she wants to make tea. It's all right. You can make tea. I'm sure there was a process. She brought out the sachet of the Milo. Because see, most times when people look at women as weak, they feel like you can intimidate somebody. Truth of the matter is, I'm not in anybody's house. I'm in my man's house. And whether we like it or not, whether people want to come out and say this or that, women are naturally very territorial. When you're in our we don't want you. We don't want you too much in our space. We don't want you too much in our space. I don't know how the girlfriend had accommodated the bestie to the point that she thinks that when I'm cooking in the kitchen, she too should come and join me in the kitchen.
Imagine now.
Tori, we'll get there. Let us on. No problem. But yeah, we are friends.
Are we doing first wife and second wife rotation?
It's okay. It's problem.
I'm trying to now understand.
It's all right.
So you are putting rivalry in the house now.
No problem. You want to also cook too, Abi. As I'm doing breakfast, you want to do breakfast. Okay, for peace to reign. I feel still they look you. You understand? Now, the process of her turning that thing inside the cup, the thing inside the cup, for me, I will not carry the cup like this. Turn it.
I've been waiting for your drama because I didn't.
That's all.
Because
I can't be having.
I don't think you'll be this patient.
I can't be having that conversation.
I see Margaret as somebody who could say, "Okay, can I just make it and bring it over to you?" You see, marking of spaces for women. I'm not kidding.
It's not joking.
Of spaces for women is no jokes, and we're going to get.
Have you seen when the woman wants a man?
Into this.
When she really wants a man,
no, you have no idea.
the level that she can go to. Bomb shot. It's bomb shot.
Now let's get you into this conversation. You already see how heated and interesting it is right here in the studios. You can call us up 091-3373-4592. Again, 091-3373-4952. We are waiting to pick your call and know what you think of this entire scenario, situationship, and we don't even know what to call it. Bestieship, and we don't even know what to call it. Now, would you accommodate your spouse's bestie of the opposite gender in your matrimonial home? That's still the question. There's a Muhyiddin Baba today's response, Margaret. If you could just give us that.
He says, why not? If for a reason beyond her control, but with duration. Now, Dele Dere says never. Deacon Eddie Henry says no.
Okay, so I think this is a case of yes or no. And that's what point we were trying to make. It's not a case of maybe I can tolerate you to this degree and then I can't anymore. No. Let us understand our place. Sure, you are girlfriend, I am boyfriend. Sure, you are bestie. You're welcome, bestie. Nice to meet you. The place of bestie, I'm sorry, is in the living room.
Yes.
100%. Sit down.
100%.
Yes.
Except that bestie made an effort to become my bestie.
And I beg to say that it is the way you treat your woman that your bestie will. Because if that man used to treat that lady like with respect, I've seen where men, when you see some men that go out with their wives, when you see the way they
present the wife.
We have one with us. That one. I'm sure he's watching the show. Every time we know he's hear what in our office. My wife, you see my wife should stand. You cannot talk.
My wife. I know what you're saying. If you see my wife.
Do you understand? So imagine when you already carry his wife like that. You are bestie from where to where?
Bestie from where?
From where to where?
Okay.
So if that's just it now.
Let's start
From
talking
where to where?
boundary, and I think this is a very convenient point to introduce the word boundary into relationships. So, how well do you enforce boundaries in your own relationships? Let's start with Joshua and come to you, Margaret.
Boundary starts from the day one day I called my wife. I told her.
Don't use pants. Slap your wife.
No. One day.
Anything happen now.
One day I told her, no, we've not got married. We've not got married then. She was traveling to Delta to collect her certificate because she attended there. So now, when she got there, she had no place to stay. Ask me where she stayed.
Where did she stay? If you want us to ask you,
she stayed with her ex-place.
It pinched me.
She's a good woman.
She stayed in her ex-place till daybreak, okay? No, now, she lied to me. Wait now. No. At first, when I heard, I was like, are you serious? Like, you mean you slept over in that house? No, as I don't mean, wait, you close your eyes in peace.
Oh my goodness.
Like, you close your eyes in peace.
She didn't. She held the video.
And like,
oh my God.
So, she knew that if she had told me, I wouldn't have allowed that. Absolutely. So she now said, I know that was why I didn't tell you. Nothing really happened. Now she started telling me reasons behind what she did, and even the guy called me. I don't know, maybe she went somewhere to tell the guy that I was to do blah blah blah, something. I go, bro, seriously, alone, like nothing, like. I
can smell my mother's grave.
Wait, since she told me she had a man, I have forgotten. Like seriously, I can never do such in my life. He started telling me I was okay.
It's time to toast
no
to
problem.
that perfect gentleman. Do you believe him?
Of course, no, I believe.
So later there was a.
How did you believe him?
I believed.
No, toast to this.
I will toast to that because I later believed him. You know why? One day he came to redemption camp close to us here, and though I did not know him, in person now because they were both together in Delta then, and the guy still stays in Delta, so I don't know him. So the guy wants to come to Lagos.
Relocate to Lagos.
Yes. No. Just he wants to just do a one business in Lagos and goes back sometimes. So, okay. When the guy came, my wife now told me that her ex needed a place to stay. Like he needed a place to stay till morning. She now came to me and told me that. Okay, no wala. If he needed a place to stay, then there is a place we can go. Okay. Where exactly is it going in Lagos? So there is going to that place. I just picked my phone. Hello, bro. How far? Where you doing now? You there? House? I have one man that wants to be with you till morning. How far? Can you accommodate that for me? Yes, no problem. Thank you very much.
Boundaries.
Clear boundaries. Doesn't mean you don't have an extra room in your house, because you do. Doesn't mean there is no mattress lying fallow with nobody sleeping on it. Of course, that's the point I was making. You see that bestie, you're gonna remove money and go and collect hotel.
So by herself, she understood straight away. After that, she now told me, you just don't want it. You don't need to say that again. Just leave it like that. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Only person that can be with you in that kitchen is your own friend.
But even
no. That friend. No. When I say friend, no.
I know what you're saying.
That when I say friend,
a female friend.
When I say a friend, I don't mean a anyhow friend.
Okay.
It's a friend that I've known.
Friend.
Yeah.
Even that I've known even before knowing her.
I know you may not know some friends before knowing her.
No, I've known some. I've
known
some
of our friends in your own case.
I've known a friend. I've known her before we met.
Oh, nice. I love that love story. Maybe someday we can talk about this.
So that's the only person, because there was nothing between us. We went to school together. I made a friend. We went to school together, everything, even the same department, everything. So there was nothing between us. Even the girl liked me normally, not love,
Okay. So I mean, Joshua, a lot has been said. Joshua said a lot of things. Because when you look at that drama, it seemingly looks like somebody had great trust, or somebody has great trust in his relationship. Because I think it takes a lot of trust for you that has been built before your then girlfriend, now your wife, went to Delta and had to put up in her ex's apartment overnight. If there had been deficit of trust, trust me, that may be the burial site.
And the relationship, yes.
I know what I'm saying. You have seen this side of life. Especially because, I mean, to trust me. You know, they say fear women. For me, I say to you, far more than fearing women, please fear men. Yeah. But you know, you left me, you're not dating me again. This one for the road, let's take it. You're now in my bed, slaughterhouse. Are you joking? What did you come here to do? Whatever brought you here has prepared you as a meal on my table before the oh Lord. Prepare us not as meal before the table of our enemies. In Jesus' name. Margaret, what is boundary? And how would you set it?
Now, first things first, I believe that, I know I always say this, but maybe because I'm very big on communication. Right. So we communicate, we talk. I think that you know my do's and don'ts. I know your do's and don'ts. I know what you can take. I know what you can't take. And if for any reason something like this is about to come up, we have this conversation. I mean, you will come and tell me now that your bestie is coming to my house. Now, very sure. Two things. Where is she coming from? How long will she be in Lagos for? Is she financially buoyant?
Can she take care of herself?
If she can't, can we get her an hotel? That's it. She cannot stay in this house with me because number one, kill him bestie. First things first, you're still calling her bestie and I'm your wife.
Imagine.
I'm not supposed to be your
bestie.
That's right.
So I don't know. You're saying you're bestie. In this 2023, can she bestie more?
No.
Do you understand? So if you're still saying, you're looking at me and you're saying, babe, my bestie, I'm already having like, your bestie. I'm supposed to be your best friend. Like, so are there things that you're telling her that you're not telling me, or are there things that you're? Do you understand? So I'm already having that. That's just a woman thing. Whether or not something is happening or not, this is our intuition. Everything just goes. Now, to avoid unnecessary nonsense, because this thing that happened with this story is so rubbish. To avoid it, I would rather together in one love, one unity, one accord.
No money.
We gonna book a room.
One love people together. Margaret, thank you so much for that very dramatic narration, because essentially what boundary is clearly is communicating clearly your do's and don'ts, your will take and will not take, or will never ever be caught dead taking. Now we have more comments from Facebook and equally Twitter. Margaret, please get to that quickly.
So Aziza Saeed on Facebook says, what is the bestifying that I can't bestify in my man's life?
Yeah, bitter.
Teta X on X says, so men can do that, but as for women, their husbands will not allow that to. Oh, yeah. Now, Miss Gail on X says, why will my spouse have a bestie? Now, Mighty Rans on Twitter says, ultimately, it is about trust and communication. If my spouse sees bestie is a true friend, I will welcome them.
Okay, so this is another angle. So the idea of your spouse's bestie being a true friend, and there is that, right? I mean, people forge life accords that are genuine. Sometimes from friends from small. I have friends who have been friends from small, and they are real and true. Would you want your spouse to let go of such real, genuine? But in that case, you see that bestie better be making efforts to be my bestie, because that is the only way we can work.
Melanie, you're even going far. I'm going to go with what somebody said there. You see the thing that you just painted? Beautiful. Okay. I believe in true friendship. I believe in genuine friendship. Right. I mean, you had a friend before you met me. I'm not going to say break your friendship because of me. Do you understand? But this is it. It's just like that lady said. It's easier said than done. You know, we can dissect it. We can say it the way we want to say it. The man can say he's bringing an opposite gender. That's what we're talking about, right? A bestie of the opposite gender. If I decide that I also have a bestie of an opposite gender, and I say, babe, can we help this my bestie of the opposite gender?
So both of them now.
And I bring him into the house. Can you take it? The truth of the matter is no.
So the double standard in this conversation is always big. And that was a comment from somebody on X saying, so it's always easy for men to say they are bringing their besties.
You know, because it's my bestie.
Can I bring my bestie?
We will just,
Joshua did. That was what Joshua did.
We will laugh.
Joshua's wife was going to
can you take it?
This was not even bestie, an ex. A past. And Joshua said, no, we're going to find accommodation for this person. No, clearly to say you won't take it. That's what you did. So, but would I take it? As a lady, I'm sorry. I won't take it. And in fact, I'm not sorry.
Does that make you insecure?
No. It's a case of let us guard against, deliver us from evil. You know, I'm trying to interpret some portion of the scripture. There's how I interpret scripture sometimes. I'm like, what is God really saying? You see, for that evil not to come, it is better. Let me not go and be climbing mountains. But yeah, you want to say, oh Lord,
flee from every
appearance of evil.
Do you know every appearance of evil you have to run? Because I don't want to be climbing mountain and seeking pastor to pray when it is a problem that I use my hand.
Now. There's a place for the physical and there's a place for the spiritual.
Problem that can be avoided.
The wisdom to apply here is to say, okay, honey, I understand the plight of this person, but may I quickly understand why they are even in this situation? Okay, is it money? Is it this and that? Are we able to raise anything to assist? Is it accommodation? Is it a temporary accommodation? Do we have anybody that we can have them put up with in the meantime? Because the truth of the matter is, if they reach front, they become a job. I don't understand. In Yoruba, Odewaju own their job. English, I don't know. Odewaju own their job, and I don't want it to Odewaju go their job. Before you Odewaju, from this very present beginning, we will not allow it. And there's equally the diplomacy part, which is where I think even the bestie in that situation, I feel it is all success if this situation is handled in a manner that the other spouse is not presented like the evil or like the bad person who doesn't want that other person to move in or come over. I think it's best if I was bringing a bestie over and then I go back to my bestie, who's male in this case, according to the scenario, and then to say, okay, you know what we're planning on doing is, and I think this is better for you, maybe we get you an accommodation and you're able to put up there until you're fine, or if it's just a 1 or 2 nights according to Margaret's narration. So we could just say, you know what, why don't we just do a hotel accommodation for you? I'll come visit. We'll come visit. I can bring the kids over, we'll all come visit. In fact, my husband is glad to have us.
We'll go in one accord so that you see us as one.
Absolutely, yes. Simple. And in that case, nobody is presented as the evil. You know why? Because spouses also take it as important that to the friends of the other person, you are not misrepresented. Yeah. I think the concept of misrepresentation should equally be addressed here. I don't want your friends to see me as the enemy.
Yes.
And I don't want, my friends to see you as the enemy. It's really key.
That's why it needs to be mutual agreement between the boyfriend and the girlfriend. They're supposed to have a kind of
common ground. I want your best friend to come in.
Yes, they have to have even before that girl.
That video showed that
girl wants that girl in that house.
Yes. So I didn't mean the guy told the lady that see, someone is coming to this house. My bestie is coming home. Possibly that lady will have rejected it. So because with that action with the story,
I think that there might have been a way the guy coined it that made the girl just say okay. But I don't think that I just think the guy was not sensitive enough to see that the girlfriend wasn't comfortable with the best. You know what Melody is explaining? Bomb shorts. You don't understand. You don't have any right. Even the girlfriend
was not wearing bomb shorts. I'm decently dressed.
Why should you dress in that manner?
In my boyfriend's house, and you are the
You mean
and the bomb?
She was hot in the kitchen.
And the breasted one.
No, as in you mean she was hot in the kitchen.
That's it.
And the kitchen is a hot place. And the owner of the kitchen was cold.
Cold in the kitchen. In a very hot arena.
Oh my God. Oh, you imagine.
No. Wrong narration. To be honest.
There are more comments here on Facebook. Right. So McDonald on Facebook says, I can't try such. Now, Zadok on Facebook says, I can never. The one I did nearly chased me out of my own house and paying the rent. Oh my goodness. So sorry about that, Zadok.
Yes, please.
Now, Oyodara Mother Agnes on Facebook says, when you are not in your house, just behave yourself. It doesn't matter the kind of relationship you have with the owner of the house.
Even family people.
Says, never.
I love this never people. No, you see all the I cannot. No, I'm not the I cannot. I can never.
No.
But don't let it happen.
See, because Englishmen say, what is good for the goose?
What's good for the gander?
Yes. If you bring your bestie to my matrimonial house,
I can bring mine as well.
I can bring mine as well. And trust Bestie.
Whereas we know you cannot.
Let me tell you the worst thing that will happen. Tori, you can bring your own, and the woman can still be giving you small. if she bring out, she
oh my God, close mark.
You know, because naturally men are very jealous.
Oh my God.
Men are very jealous.
Oh my
Imagine
God.
the story I narrated.
Turn it, twist it.
Okay.
Now, let's imagine it for a minute.
That house go burn.
Do you know?
Imagine.
Do you know what?
I have
when I saw the topic, I imagined it.
Okay.
So what came to my mind is, you know, ladies, when they see their besties, if their besties are ladies, like if your bestie is a lady, the way they do so if and the man will be neglected in the house, and both of them will be like in the house.
What do you mean that's a sort of respect. We don't do
and do you know for that part? Let me tell you this: if the bestie of that lady is a man, that man is a gunner in the house, because the lady will not have his time again. Because no, it's the way she does to the lady bestie. You will do to the girl, because ladies, the way they like myself, if I have a friend, I can say control it now. The way I talk to a girl, I mean, or even if a male friend, I don't take a male friend to see anywhere around in my house. Just a sitting room, you live in your room, you stay there, and that's
by virtue of how you men are.
But
by virtue of how we women
no,
are.
I mean,
that's
where I'm going.
Kitchen, follow me now.
That is,
come and
you get it. That's what I'm saying.
So
now,
the ladies, you go follow me.
Imagine. So you be Jesus to them saying that even the guy will be waiting at the entrance of the convenience for you.
That's right.
Like,
that's
of the convenience waiting for you there.
No. When you do analyze this deep,
no, that is how ladies gist. That is how ladies gist. They will gist to the extent that they can leave what they are doing and continue gisting. So if a male friend is a bestie to a lady or to a woman in the house, let me tell you, that house is on fire. No man can take it.
You will spend half a day. Shomo, overnight
if that man is,
you might sleep on the passage.
If that man has been like keeping it to himself for like 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, like 20 minutes, like you don't come, like the lady doesn't come to him and say, come here, how do you do? I hope you are okay. Can you go? I hope you are good, hope you are this, and 1 hour. Jesus Christ, what are you talking about?
I'm feeling for Joshua right now, because what is all this drama we are describing?
I mean, you are clenched to a man, as in another man.
And have you seen some male-female bestship where the girl is even so free as to sit on the guy's lap?
Imagine.
Imagine. You can even say, look at your teeth, let me remove.
Voila.
Bring the fire.
So let me tell you. So that is why it is easier for a man to do, because a female can easily, they don't take such. They can easily fight that. A woman, Jesus. If they want to fight, they will fight it immediately. But man will first like, let me just keep it. Let me see what will happen first. But after 1 hour, hey, what is happening?
1 hour, full of
hey.
1 hour.
So don't even go there. Don't go there. Don't go there. Don't turn the table, please.
I mean, we have tried as much as possible to stretch, to deconstruct this whole conversation, and it's been, just a question: would you accommodate your spouse's bestie of the opposite gender in your matrimonial home, and of course, essentially in your relationship? Okay, so 09133734592, and that's me hoping we can at least still have a call on the show today before we make a wrap. So lots of comments that we've had today, and I think some of the comments that really did it for me were, number one, who does that? A certain they said, who does that? Like, don't even bring it. And then the person that says, never. Una to the gist. Never. I mean, that my never.
Don't even go there.
Don't dream it.
Don't go there. Don't think of it.
The other flip to this conversation is where we now talk in-laws, but that would be gist for just another time. When you now talk about when you're bringing in-laws from the wife's side, or you're bringing in-laws from the husband's side, from my experiences, and what I've seen is that there is a double standard here too. There is this double standard, and it may seem to even favor the woman more than it does the man. The woman may more be disposed to having her people over than having the husband's people over. And essentially, I think this is also another thing to deconstruct, to talk about, and Ask why and what can be done to make things better. So, in the spirit of making a wrap today, and I'm starting with you again, Joshua, I essentially just want to know what you would advise for people in these situations. I'm not assuming that I think it was a skit, Margaret, that skit was just a figment of somebody's imagination. There are people in worse scenarios.
Yes.
And for people in such scenarios right now, as we make a wrap, what would be your recommendation for the woman who is stuck? Because I'm assuming it's a woman that is more stuck than a man in this kind of situation. And essentially, maybe for the man too, but I don't think the man is stuck.
No. But I know the man, in this scenario, the man is not stuck.
No, I'm saying if it was the other way around.
Okay,
yes,
if it happens to any man out there, okay. So the lady in this shoe now, what I would just advise is she needs to call a man and they should sit down and talk on this kind of issue so that it will not recur again. They need to discuss it and have a communication, discuss it. So that's for the lady. And if the man is saying, what is bad, that's a red flag.
That's right.
If the man is saying, nothing is bad in it, people are doing it, mommy, it's better you carry your shoe and your bag and tell him I'm done here.
Mommy, be getting ready to play body.
So that is for the lady, because you don't need to go far. But for the man, you are the problem of yourself.
That's right.
In this scenario, in this scenario, you are the problem of yourself. You need to set boundary in your own house. You need to set boundary if you don't want problem. Even my family members have boundary in the house. Not to talk of somebody that is not a member of my family.
Even my kids have boundaries that I have set clearly for
family,
them.
my in-laws and my own people. No, I still prefer my own in-law in the house than my own people.
Why?
Because she'll be comfortable with them than my own people. Because I am not always at home. She's always at home. So if there's any problem in the house, they will not come and bring problem to me.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So Margaret, please.
What do you mean?
Okay, so I would say that what you cannot take, don't dish it out to anyone.
Simple.
It's that simple. There is no going back and forth on this. What you cannot take, don't dish it out. Now, in this scenario that was played out, I don't see any reason why the bestie was there in the first place. I still don't see any reason why she was there. And let's just say that for any reason she was there, she had no boundary, she had no respect, she didn't honor that relationship. And so for that reason alone, which I know that the man in question knows, she had no reason to be in that house. Now, so what this goes to say is, communication is key. I'm very big on communication. People can say, Margaret, and communication. Yes, communication is key. If we have a conversation and I tell you what I don't like, please don't bring it to avoid stories that touch. The story will touch you.
And people will touch too.
That's it.
All right. Just as they say in Yoruba, so I think I'm quite big on Yoruba adages and whatnot.
Latin call.
And I would say that if this would not come to you in your matrimonial home, you start speaking up against it or setting the clear boundaries from your relationship. And if it's what you won't take in your relationship, as you guys are already doing, do you like me, I like you, is doing meeting in it, and you already start, making these things clear to your partner to understand this is how I take. I don't think this is respect. Ask questions around what the other person understands. Respect to be, communication to be, dishonor to be, because in the end, these are the elements, the variables that keep a relationship or a marriage, depending on what level you are in your relationship. Thank you so much for joining us on the lounge this afternoon. My name is Melanie Ishola, and joining me today have been Joshua Adebayo and Margaret Osazuwa. Just so you know, we're right back just in a week. Goodbyes.